Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Traveling and Learning. This is the technical part of my channel, and this portion contains videos and documentaries on research methodology and statistics. In this documentary, I will talk about the difference between power and significance. Keep in mind that this is in continuation to my previous documentary on hypothesis and hypothesis testing. So first we talk about power. Power is the probability of rejecting the null hypothesis when in fact it is false. Power is the probability of making correct decision, that is to reject the null hypothesis when the null hypothesis is false. Power is probability that a test of significance will pick up on an effect that is present. Power is the probability that a test of significance will detect a deviation from the null hypothesis should such a deviation exist. Power is the probability of avoiding a type 2 error. So what about the significance, the p-value? The p-value is a number calculated from a statistical test that describe how likely you are to have found a particular set of observation if the null hypothesis were true. P-value are used in hypothesis testing to describe and decide whether to reject the null hypothesis. The smaller the p-value, the more likely you are to reject the null hypothesis. If you look at my previous documentary on testing hypothesis, I have also mentioned there the p-value, that if the p-value falls under the commonly acceptable range, then the hypothesis is accepted, and if it falls outside the range of the that is the acceptable range, then the hypothesis cannot be accepted. So what about the difference? The p-value or the significance is the probability that we reject the null hypothesis while it is true, while the power is the probability of rejecting the null hypothesis while it is false. Significance is thus probability of type 1 error, whereas power is the probability of uh, identifying and avoiding type